Hello, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Janice. There is Monday, December the 29th. If you're not subscribed to my channel, I will appreciate you hit that subscription button, make some likes and some comments, and I would surely appreciate it. This evening, I'm going to be talking about, uh, I am going to be talking about the videos, and I watch a lot of them, but this one right here just inspired me when people talking about how America was great, supposed to be so great, and it's always been great. So I want to talk about that today. We're going to talk about how great America was. First of all, I always like to, with me in my videos, I like to talk about, because I am a woman of color, I like to talk about the things that I seen when I was coming up, and the things that I had to go through with my family, me and my family when we was coming up. So when I see videos of people that does not look like us saying that America was great and make America great again, and you have to ask that question, when was America great? Because it wasn't great for all other people. It might have been great for some other people, and we know who those people are. Anyway, I wanted to tell y'all a story, true story. I think I have did it on one of my other videos. I actually got a couple stories to tell, for the ones that think that America was so great and think it, is let make America great again. I got a story to tell. When I was young, and I have a huge family, very huge, very. Some has passed away, but I grew up with a huge family. So when I tell y'all that me and my siblings, the things that we had to go through when we started interacting outside in the community with people that does not look like us, the stories, now these are just my stories. I'm sure they got some of their own. Anyway, my daddy had was kind of, what you call it, not having being able to afford a vehicle. He would call a friend or someone that he knew, and he would get someone to take us to shopping, so he can do some grocery shopping, getting things for the home. And we would always get excited because, we didn't really get to go a lot of places back then. My daddy and my mama were usually going out, doing all the shopping and getting things that we needed for the home. So when they started to let us, tag along, me and my siblings, my sisters, some of my sisters and my brothers, tag along. We would go to town. I would get so excited to see in town. Back then, it seemed like everything was just so amazing to me. It was so new. It was like we wasn't used to it because we always had to stay at home most of the time. Anyway, it was a little shop in the town, the little hamburger shop, and I'm not gonna say the name of it, but I'll just make it up and say uh, G hamburgers. Anyway, there was something about G hamburgers that I loved, and my whole family loved it, especially my daddy. He loved those hamburgers. So we would go somewhere and park in town, and then everybody would just cause everything was so close together, everybody was kind of like split up and then go their way, or go to some of the places that they wanted to see and go into and look around and browse. Anyway, I think I was with my mom, might have been with one of my sisters, so we decided to go uh, in the direction that my daddy was going, because he wanted to go to G Hamburgers and get out of some hamburgers. So me and my sister just, looking, doing window shopping, just looking while my daddy's walking ahead of us. So we mind our own business, just talking, and then we look up and there this white lady is coming towards us, my daddy and us on the same sidewalk. So we get in there and we walking along, and then by the time my daddy gonna meet uh face to face with her, with me and my sisters is looking at him, and he when they get close together, get close where they about to pass each other, my daddy take his head and he bend his head down where he's actually looking down while he's walking, and then he continued to do that till this lady had passed him, and then he looked up again, and I was like, what was that all about? But later on when we got home, and I couldn't get my mind off of it. I could not get my mind off of it. But a couple of days later, when my daddy was gone, I asked my mama, uh, I told her about it, and I said, why? I said, when he was getting ready to pass this white lady, I told my mom, I said, then he held his head down, like really low, and it's like he was walking with his head down. So they didn't make eye contact or anything like that. So my mama kind of hesitated, and she said, well, back in our day when we was young, when we was coming up, and if a black man was to pass a white lady on the sidewalk, he's not supposed to make eye contact with her. He's supposed to, you know, look away or look down. And I look at her, I said, are you serious? She said, yes, I am serious. She said it was very important that they did not make contact with each other because he could get in a lot of trouble if they did, if he even spoke to her or anything. So I wanted to tell that story. And I'm telling her, I said, well, this is like 19 in the 70s. So that was back in your day. She said, well, he, you got to understand that from where we came from, it kind of embedded in us. So you're not going to be able at his age to change him. And the way he see it, things are have not changed. It's the same. So me saying this and then listen to some of these people saying make America great again, I got to ask y'all, some of y'all, that America's supposed to be so great. When will America great for people like myself? Because as I recall in some of the stories I have heard coming from my parents, there was nothing great about America in their time here. And it sure was not nothing great when I was coming up, but we already did that video, have we? I do not understand what people want to say, make America great again. When was America great? It was never great for us. It was never great for African Americans. Have never ever been great up to this day. And as I say, I am 62 years old. It has never been great for us. We have always been oppressed. We have always been held back. We have always took and had to stand back and take back seat on buses and sit in had a what they call water fountain for the Negroes and certain water fountain for the Negroes on the left, the one for the white people on the right. And y'all want to say, come here, let's make America great again. Is that what y'all talking about? If that's what we supposed to do, because I can tell you right now, not gonna happen. Not in this lifetime anymore, ever again. You see, before I drink out a different water fountain, I don't drink out water fountain anyway. But if I do it, I promise you, it's gonna be one that's mine and mine's only. Because before I go back into saying drinking out of water fountain that say Negroes only and then whites only, I promise you, I'll go thirsty before that happens. Anyway, like I said, I was listening to all these videos this morning. If this man was out there in the street asking these people, you know, about when America was great, and not one could actually tell when America was great. Oh, they come up with they went around that the merry-go-round and back around again, and they still could not tell when America was great for every single living citizen in America that was American citizen, and some that wasn't. America has never been great. I wish if anybody, if you could put in a comment and show me, give me some receipts, some signs, some Google, what you Google where America was ever great for everybody that's in America. America has never been great, not for people that look like me and people of color. America has never been great. It's only been great for the people that they know who they are, that consider as being superior over every other race. And for us, it's always been, and finding out now, that's been the opposite the whole time. They have never created anything. They always stole. They always took. They have always taken. I've never seen anything that they have done that they did on their own without somebody else inventing it. Yeah, I can name some of the things that uh the light bulb, uh I forgot this guy's name. Black man invented it. Doorknob, black man invented it, and several other things. Bones, and to come and say, well, America was great. I guess America was great when they was having what they call America was great is when the Negroes was out there in that cotton field picking cotton while they was sitting up there drinking their lemonade on the front porch, fanning themselves out of the hot heat while the Negroes was out there picking the cotton and the crop and all that such have you things. America was great when could only sit in the back of the bus and not in the front of it. America was great when we were uh, when we had to walk on one side of the street and then they get to walk on the other side. America was great when you have nanny nursing their babies while they doing Lord know what they was doing. America was great when they had you in the kitchen, your Negroes in the kitchen cooking, doing all the hard work while they was sitting talking about, what they gonna steal next. That's when America was great. According to them, they just won't say that. America, if they were looking for that type of America to be great, you're gonna be waiting a long time, sweetie, because America ain't never gonna be that great again. If that's what y'all call great, which I am pretty sure that's what y'all meant when y'all said when America would make America great again. When y'all was able to suppress people of color, when y'all was able to let everybody else build those buildings uh, from the ground up for y'all, and then never get paid a dime for. You just the only labor, the only uh, money that we got for it. The only way we got paid for it, you got to keep your life and live another day. That's when America was great. I don't know about y'all. Now I'm talking to my people. But before America get great like that again, I will gladly leave this country and I would never return. I would figure out a way to get out of this country and I will never return. Because I know I speak for a whole lot of African Americans when I say this. I would never ever be anybody's slave. Not in this lifetime or the next. And then they ask about what Jesus would do, and then you got the nerve to go to church and and praise God when your ancestors and some of y'all now today, because you just like your ancestors, even though you won't admit it, it's an uncomfortable conversation that y'all don't want to have. But we're going to continue to have that conversation till it sticks like super glue, because we're never going to shut up. We're going to continue to push this in y'all face until you get so uncomfortable that you do something about it so we can shut up. Anyway, I had a great day and I hope everybody else did too. It's been a awesome Monday. I hope everybody's having a wonderful evening. I hope the rest of your week goes as well. Y'all have a good evening, a good day, and sayonara.